how P. Diddy little beards used to look. They used to be in some nice shapes, and I used to always try to mimic that. One time he had it to where it was going like a round shape. Then another time he had it to where it's going like an angle, like a slope, up and then down. His barber was really good. I used to mimic his barber. So that's the kind of shapes I'll be going for. It just looks nice and clean. The way his haircuts used to be, like you can wear like a suit and tie, or you can wear them like a club vibe look. It just looks real nice. So what I do, I don't cut too much around here. I like to leave it until I shape it. But I like to clean where I know, you understand what I'm saying? That, I'm not gonna shape it to a certain point. So I gets rid of all of that. But now that I have my 3D mirror, I can kind of like look and get the little ones you don't really see when you shave. So that's what I'm going for now. Like I'll take my razor and I'll just look for the little ones. Because those are the ones that tend to go back fast. Cut the water off now until I'm ready. You don't want money going out the window. See, look, before I do that, look at all of the little ones. That's the little ones that the razor don't catch sometimes. That's why these 3D mirrors come in handy. You got all 3 angles, but I love it. Then you can switch it to the regular mirror if you want. Kind of take a look, but I love just using the 3D. Yeah. When your hair go back fast like mine do, you find yourself shaving like maybe twice a week. This is like a major shave, but then during the week, maybe 2-3 days from now, 4 days from now, you'll start seeing the other little ones going. That's when you just do like a light shave with just like the razor. But this, and then you want to try to keep up with it so you don't have to do too many major shaving. Too many of the major shaves, like this one. You stay on top of it. But if you want to reshape your hair, then you kind of let it grow out, and then you can go back to shaving, and shape it the way you want to shape it. Most of the time I'll be trying to do different looks, so that's why I let it grow out. Like this time I'm doing a different look, so I'm letting it grow out. I let it grow out. But now it's time to shape it how I want to. All right. So then, start off, you always gotta rinse off the razors and stuff and keep it clean for the next time you go to shave. Then I just gotta rinsing all this off now because I'm just ready to reshape now. You can either wring the rag out, you can wring it all the way out and shave. You can wring the rag all the way out, or you can leave it with a lot of water on it. Sometimes I like to leave it with a lot of water on it and just really clean. This time I left it with a lot of water on it. Then you wring it out. kind of just dry it. All it all. All that off. Paper napkins. Okay. So now you'll see that you have your little razor cuts. So what I like to do, it stops the bleeding right away. I'll just take small pieces of a paper towel and stick it right on it. Yep. And it stops within like, a minute. Just leave it there. Let it kind of dry the blood up. Once you do that, kind of leave it there for a minute. But the next, I'm gonna do the mustache. I'll leave the beard for last because remember I'm doing a reshaping. So I want to take my toothbrush and kind of just train the hair the way I train it. Brush it down because then you can see how it overlaps the lip. I don't want that. It's coming into the lip now. That's because I let it grow because I'm, reshaping. See? Blood stopped already. You'll get little trickles, but stopped already. Okay, so now, brush that down. Then I go to take my razor, make sure that's nice and clean. And if you always have to have, when you're shaving, very important. See mine. Nice blade cleaner. It was down here. Got relocated somehow, but no worries. Because the plan B is what? That good old alcohol pad. So you just take your alcohol pad and you kind of like clean your blade. Yep. I'm cleaning my blades. Ain't really nothing on it. Because I clean my blades right after I shave anyway, so. But this is just for educational purposes. Okay. Once you do that, now you keep your brush in your hand. I keep my brush in my hand. And I kind of just trim and cut. See how I got it off the lip? See how it's off the lip? This one is on the lip. Off the lip. You gotta brush as you go along, because you're gonna get some of them hairs that you miss. And what I like to do is those long ones that you might see that's like long and sticking out, I get those also. So I just going on the top of the mustache, not too deep into it, but just right on the surface of the mustache. I'm trying to just trim up. The top of the mustache, I can either use the clippers and trim down, or I can use my straight razor. Most of the time I like using my straight razor. But for educational purposes, I'll just use the clipper. So you just turn it upside down and go down. You start from where the hair is not at and just keep it on the face of the skin and just go down. Like so. But when you use the clippers, you usually see those little bumps that the clipper can't really get to. That's where the straight razor coming at. I'll do that after, but let me finish trimming. These are pretty sharp. I got these off of Amazon. These gold clippers I got off of Amazon. They're really sharp. I see them on TikTok and I seen the barbers using them and they were pretty sharp. So I ordered a pair and it was true to form. You clean as you go along just to keep the blades open, so you can keep getting a nice sharp cut. And it comes with a charger for it. You can shape with this, but then come clean it up with the straight razor. And sometimes most guys find it hard to get in there to shave, like especially downwards. So what I do, I just go to the point, to the very start of the mustache and just go up. Just like that. Now I'll come clean it up with the straight razor. Okay. Remember, pull so you can get that tight skin. The tighter the skin, the better the results of the straight razor. You can even twist your mop. You go through a little metamorphosis. Any way you got to do it. See all of those little ones? Cleaning it up. If you really want to get it smooth, I also try to go against the grain sometimes and go up. Just be careful though. Razors, you have to take your time because you'll cut yourself. In order to get in there with a straight razor, you have to try to pull your lip down like that. See, that's all the little ones. All the little ones that the razor don't get. Me, and I always have to kind of dance around my mole. Little black mole. I always have to dance around that so I don't cut that. Which I'm pretty much used to over the years. Always keep your brush. Go down so you can kind of see how you did. And if you need to go back to the clippers to get some of them long hairs, after you brush it down, you see you got a few long hairs, you get it. And if you're skillful enough, like I got a gray right here. I'm skillful enough to where I can just take the tip of the blade, the clipper, and kind of just go underneath and just get that one hair. Hit. You can kind of agitate it too, if you want, to make it stick out. Gone. Simple. But just get careful you don't mess up your mustache. I like to hold my razor like this. That's how barber's hold is. You got like this finger here. I want to call it your middle finger, in the crease, of the straight razor, in the fold. You got it. You see that fold right there? That's where my middle finger goes, and you just push it up. Now, where the hook is at, the hook, I got these two fingers. These two fingers where the hook is at. So it's like, well, this finger really, but your pinky is underneath, and this is in here, my pinky's underneath like that. Because it kind of helps me hold it. So, see how I got it? See where the pinky's at? But this is in the hook, but the pinky's there, giving it that extra firm support. This is, the middle finger's in the fold. This is on top of the middle finger, and the thumb is like right in that groove. Right there. That's how I hold mine. Better control. Way better control. All right. Mustache looks pretty much done. Still bushy. Not too thick. That's how I like it. Now, the most important thing, you got to make sure they're even. What I mean by even, like this point comes here, just where my lip starts at. This one can't come way over here. This one also has to come where the lip start at. So you look and see. Now this one is a little bit longer, so I'll go back and cut this one down some. Let's see, I'll do that with the clippers, because you got to shape it. We're doing shaping, so we do clippers. Razors are just for cleaning it up. Okay? Now, start of the lip, start of the lip. Even. That's important. because that will be noticeable if you got one hanging down here and one hanging up here. It's noticeable. That's why these 3D mirrors come in handy. You see all of that. Just looking around, opening up my skin, seeing what I missed. You stretch the skin out because you know it's hairs and creases and stuff. So you always stretch the skin out. You hear that? That comes from when you dry the skin with the alcohol. Now you get that clean, crispy type feeling. Go back, clean it up with some alcohol. That's what the barber's doing. Clean that. That's just to try to prevent the bumps. Got a little nick, so you take your nick, cover it. Okay. Now we get to the bottom part. All right. So the bottom part is most important also. Okay. This is where I like to do my trimming now. I get to do my trimming. See how it's like rounded now? I'm gonna kind of like do it in an angle more. Okay. So this is when I flip up my beard. I look under to see if it's still going around, if it's still even, which it looked like it's not. So I have some more trimming to do under there. So I take my razor and I go under there. Just trim it to how I want it. And also make sure it's even. Looks pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna go back with my razor just to get those little hairs against the grain. Look it right out. Okay, that was perfect. All right. Need to cover this up. Okay, like that there. Now, this is where you can either use Just for Men. I like to get rid of the grays. Sometimes I keep my grays, but this time I'm gonna get rid of them. And that's what the pen is for. So now I can shape it how I want to shape it. So I'm gonna shape it to where I get all of the hairs on the outer rim, and then you can come back with your razor and pretty much shape how you want to shape. But you get rid of the grays first. So let me shape my pen. Let me see the gray. Shape my pen. There's any in here. See, I did that section first. See, I got rid of that gray. This is the teeth one, if you can see that. It has the teeth, the 3 teeth. And on the other side, it has just 1. You could use this side as well to do some trimming. gray on that side on top is gone. And I kind of pull my head to the side to make sure I get all of that.